All right, here is all of me. So, the chord in this score, they put the chords above, and they play. Let's play. You'll hear it. So you hear that C chord. Um, I'd like to. In other ways of notating chords, when there's like another staff, we do it in numbers. Right now, these are still in letters, but A is the one. It's an A minor, so it starts on a flea chord and a flea note. Remember, we call flat 3 flea and flat 2 flu. Fly, flicks, fleb, and sev are abbreviations. So, but you can see that the first one in the melody comes right there. But when we get down, here's a whole note, which lasts a long note, and that's a one, and then we have all these ones. So it starts to establish it more. But you can hear it's a minor tune, so we're just not starting on the one chord. Key A minor. Alrighty. Oh, there's our first one. I'm going to stop it. Here's an interesting move. We go 5, and then flew, 1, 7, right? So those are just right next to each other. So we use the 1, which is usually like a long note often, and resolves tension. But right here, it's just what's called a passing tone. We're just passing through it, and that's an interesting move. And you see right before that we had a 5 flew. All right, I'm going to back it up to there. Let's play it one more time a little slower just so we can really get it and I won't interrupt. Alright. We'll do it at 63 beats per minute. Okay, so that was really slow, but it gave us an opportunity to pay attention to every note. And so I didn't say this in this video. I say it in all the other ones. You can see the two lines. The first line is the rhythm. 1, 2, and like that. 1, 2, and 3. 1. Oh, I can't even count this one. But we're having I haven't practiced it, but we will have a rhythm sampler that will be able to speak that for us. But as you listen, you can be saying 1, 2, and 3. Oh, again, it gave us the 3 because it's still reading the tie as a note. So it's just 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 3 trip. It's supposed to be triplet, I think. Anyway, the first line is telling us when to play, and the second line is telling us what to play in context. So we just learn our instrument in the different contexts, which is easy enough, and then we can read the staff in the different contexts, and then we're speaking the language in music, and we can transpose. Like, this isn't in any key, this is in all the keys, these numbers. And if we're not focusing on music in key, we're not really focused on the language of music. The language of music is totally relative pitch. It's not just about what the note is, it's about what the note is relative to the context, relative to the other notes, and that is this language. It's the same as do, re, mi, or sa, re, ga. I find numbers just to be a little more intuitive. There's 12 intervals before they repeat, but we count to 7, and then we give 5 of them flat numbers. So 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7 all have flat numbers underneath them. So if you just picture a piano and you wanted to go from 1 to 2, you'd have to skip a note. No matter what note you're on, you just skip a note to get to 2, skip a note to get to 3, don't skip a note to get to 4, skip a note to get to 5, 6, and 7, don't skip a note to get from 7 to 1. So that's the chromatic scale, and then we just find the key, and the key is which note is the home note, which note brings rest to the tension, which note is the most suitable to the only one to end on without leaving tension in the room. And so we have an algorithm that figures it out for us and tells us and does all this for us. If we don't like what the algorithm did, we can override it. But yeah, it's exciting software, and we're going to have a rhythm counter, so when you press play, you can hear it go without any mistakes perfectly. 1, 2, and 1, 3 triplet, I believe. But I'll ask my coder and music knower what's going on here and figure it out. Alrighty, but we'll leave it there. Bye.